In the early dawn of 1982, three grizzled, aging musical legends met at an Apache landfill to raise funds for Diplodocus research and recorded this timeless song. No funds were raised. The Supreme Court ruled that the names of these legends must never be uttered again after they lost a class action lawsuit joined by 5/8 of the known world. Critics say that this song struggled to find its audience because it was ahead of its time and perhaps even incompatible with the concept of time itself, not because it was terrible.
Warning, this song may cause an erection lasting longer than 7 hours.
If you could fly with me on my Learjet over the sea, you might grasp my garbled philosophy. Walk a mile on my treadmill. Don't judge me until you shoot up. Well, this graph I drew showing our relative intelligence proves my point.
We've slept on great mountains and bathed in great fountains, have wisdom brimming out of our shorts. And we'll bark it at you till our trachea is blue if you buy our album in March. Oh, we've manhandled mermaids and bankrupted Farm Aid, the answers to life we wrote down. So get out your cash, run the 50-yard dash, 'cause enlightenment's coming to town.
I believe it was Plato or the Matrix who said that we're all just forms, or maybe we're dead. Just shadows of timeless shades lost in confusion. So if your child asks you to read them a book, take another look. There's no child to see. Your son or your daughter is a facile illusion.
We've strengthened our habits and tested on rabbits to unpack the riddles of life. And we'll bark it at you till our trachea's blue, or until the limo arrives. From cool pristine perches, we've done Google searches, the top 3 results we wrote down. So get out your cash, run the 50-yard dash, because enlightenment's coming to town.
I was lost in space, huffing protons and sucking face, waiting for the late Herbert Hoover to feel me up. You think things you won't say, like how much does Ken Herbeck weigh? And 4 out of 5 frozen panthers can't tell time. I put Santa Claus through menopause and branded him a traitor. Oh, and I took a piss on Sisyphus and then lied about it later.
Three of us were marching hand in hand through the cornfields of Africa one solstice when we had an epiphany, and in the same instant, in perfect unison, we chanted,
We are way more African than these Africans.
We glared at the majestic waterfalls and lush jungle canopy and realized that we outnatured the piss out of that ecological garbage.
We returned from the mountaintop to distribute J.C. Penney catalogs filled with po-faced androgynous figures draped in billows of terry cloth. Lo, great sacred moon, stop looking at me! Don't speak unless spoken to! And we're gonna use English. This is not socialism.
Building our laxative robots didn't pan out, but offered a cost-effective lesson at the impersonal and unforgiving horrors of incompetent, high-voltage electricity play.
Welcome us into your homes. Lock yourselves in the basement. Pay no mind to the tinkling clatter and smell of cheap timber and lighter fluid. We're just pursuing justice our way. We are on a different level of understanding of the law than our small-minded earthly law enforcement system.
And so, as death nears, likely at the hands of superfan Rick, we reflect on the inconceivable odds that we weren't smoked out, shackled, and neutered decades ago, when pleasure and prudence collided.
Print out the lyrics to our cult hit Steamroller Chiropractor, staple them to your chest, and jump in our tri-casket at the last minute before it's lowered into the ground to prove you're a man. And Stacy will send you a confirmation email with details on our campaign to reinsert the rhombus into public intercourse.
We've slept on great mountains and shat in great fountains to steer you clear of danger. And like the Christ child, we'll leave you beguiled in a clear and present manger. Made out under bleachers with mythical creatures, and cascades of pleasure rain down. So get out your cash, run the 50-yard dash, 'cause enlightenment's coming to town!
Well, no one likes grease. If you have even trace amounts of grease on your pot, you are an abomination. Hi, I'm Honorary Colonel Jasper Whitaker from the Legends song you just heard. Greasy pans, stubborn stains, voices telling you to rain death on pine cones? Time for slow death, the guaranteed grease remover. Simply apply our pasta-only solution on your toughest stains, bury them in the ground for a couple of years, go on an indefensible girls' trip to Pensacola, and tap out of our socially constructed citizen narrative and birth a truculent narwhal. This message was specifically for you, Cheryl. The kids keep asking about you.